Have you ever found yourself frozen by the fear of failure, feeling like it holds back your true potential as a leader? This feeling is more common than it may seem, especially for women who want to lead with purpose and courage. When the fear of failure takes control, it can cause us to second-guess important decisions, stalling growth and stifling innovation. In this video, we'll break down the fear of failure, looking at it through a new lens, and transform it into a source of resilience and confidence. Picture yourself leading with courage, facing each challenge with the assurance that, no matter the outcome, you'll emerge stronger. Stay with me through the end to explore practical strategies that will help you unlock your true potential and turn fear into a powerful tool for growth. Let's take this journey together. Have you ever found yourself facing an important decision, feeling the weight of full responsibility? Maybe it's an innovative idea or a strategy you believe could make a real difference. But suddenly, that familiar tightness in your chest appears, that sinking feeling. The fear of failure begins to echo louder. You find yourself thinking of everything that could go wrong, and without even realizing it, you hesitate to take the leap. This fear is all too familiar for many of us, whether we're already in a leadership role or aspiring to get there. Stepping into a leadership role brings with it a great deal of responsibility, and the pressure to get it right every time can amplify the fear of falling short. We're often led to believe that our mistakes don't just affect us, but an entire team relying on our guidance. It's easy to feel the weight of fearing we won't measure up. Yet, this feeling, challenging as it is, can be managed. With awareness and the right approaches, fear doesn't have to be a cage. Acknowledging that the fear of failure is a common and human experience is the first step to facing it. It's not about being completely free of fear, but choosing to act despite it. Because the difference between those who move forward and those who remain in place isn't an absence of fear. It's the courage to keep going in the presence of it. If you're already a courageous leader or are building that courage, why not start by recognizing this fear and preparing to face it head-on? Let's explore how this fear impacts your ability to lead with confidence and realize your potential for growth. Have you found yourself reflecting on how the fear of failure shapes your decisions as a leader? For those leading or aspiring to lead, fear of failure can become a constant presence, an invisible yet powerful barrier. It can make us hesitate, hold back from bold choices, and keep us from following our instincts when presenting new ideas. This self-criticism that stems from a fear of failure doesn't just limit your potential. It affects the entire team that relies on your vision. Picture yourself needing to approve a new strategy. That nagging question, "What if this goes wrong?" surfaces and may even paralyze you. The team picks up on this hesitation, often seeing it as a lack of confidence, which can affect group dynamics and morale. Over time, we avoid risks in the name of safety, ultimately limiting our own growth. True leadership comes from a confident, open stance, even when risks are involved. Authentic leaders inspire their teams, lead with assurance, and turn every obstacle into an opportunity for growth. And this is only possible when we choose to act with courage, despite our fears. So think about a decision you put off because of fear. What could have been different? Now let's dive in and understand how fear is formed and where it stems from, so we can address it at its core. Do you ever find yourself wondering where this fear of failure comes from? That feeling that sometimes seems to sabotage us? Many of us build up this fear over time, shaped by challenging experiences, past criticism, and the cultural pressure to be perfect. This weight accumulates, making the fear of failure almost automatic. Recognizing the roots of this feeling is the first step toward facing it with clarity and confidence. Recall a time when the fear of failing was particularly strong. Maybe it was a project you hesitated on, an idea you kept to yourself, or an opportunity that slipped away. These memories, often painful, fuel a self-criticism that can hold us back. But as you begin to untangle these internal knots, you make room for a more confident and authentic kind of leadership. It's not just about the fear itself, but also the stories we tell ourselves about it. Often, this fear reflects times when we felt we weren't enough. By understanding the reasons behind these worries, you give yourself the power to reframe them, turning each barrier into a chance to grow. Try observing your fears with curiosity and kindness. Now that we've explored these roots, let's look at how seeing failure as a learning experience can transform your mindset. What if failure was a stepping stone to success, rather than an obstacle? Adopting a growth mindset means seeing every mistake as a part of the journey toward achievement. For many women in leadership, this shift in perspective is freeing. Failure stops being a threat and instead becomes a tool for personal and professional development, nourishing our confidence and resilience. Think of a woman entrepreneur who faced a major challenge. Maybe she launched a product that didn't meet expectations or made a decision that initially seemed like a misstep. But rather than being defeated, she used the experience to grow, refine her strategies, and ultimately transform her business. These examples show that failure is often a step toward success. It teaches us, strengthens us, and prepares us for the future. This growth mindset is essential for authentic leadership. By viewing each obstacle as an opportunity to learn, we set aside self-criticism and allow ourselves to take risks. Leading with this mindset means recognizing that self-criticism limits, while acceptance and a desire to learn open doors. So, consider viewing the next mistake as a chance to grow. Let's dive into a few practices that can truly reshape your relationship with fear. First, there's reframing. You know those moments when you look back and think you could have done better? Instead of critiquing yourself, try viewing the situation as a learning opportunity. Reframing, a technique rooted in cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, helps shift the way we interpret situations, reducing negative emotions like fear and anxiety. Imagine watching this experience through the eyes of a wise friend, someone who knows your strengths and growth potential. Then, gently tell yourself, this was just one step along the way. This approach turns those could have done better moments into stepping stones, building your confidence rather than tearing it down. Another powerful practice is journaling, a way to unload and explore your fears. Therapeutic writing, also known as expressive writing, has been backed by research since the studies of psychologist James Pennebaker, showing that writing about emotions and challenging experiences can improve mental health and emotional regulation. Take a few minutes to write down what worries you. No filters, no judgments, just as if you're talking with a close friend. Pour it all onto the page, and when you read it back, you'll start to see that these fears are often just stories we tell ourselves, not unchangeable truths. This process brings clarity and a comforting distance, helping you see that many fears are temporary. Journaling invites you to rewrite these stories in a way that feels kinder and truer to who you really are. Finally, there's positive visualization, a powerful practice for bringing calm and assurance into your mind. Studies in sports psychology and mental health show that visualizing a positive scenario activates the same brain areas involved in the real experience, promoting confidence and reducing anxiety. Picture yourself starting a new project or challenge. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and visualize each step flowing smoothly. See yourself handling each task with confidence and ease, reaching your goals with a feeling of fulfillment and peace. Focusing on this image of success nurtures your inner confidence and eases the anxiety around taking action. Positive visualization is a reminder of your ability to move forward, no matter the obstacles. Try one of these practices today. Consistently working with these small but powerful tools can transform how you relate to fear. And now, we'll talk about the importance of having a support network to face these challenges together. Sometimes, no matter how strong we are, facing everything alone just feels like too much, doesn't it? Having a support network is essential for any woman who wants to lead with confidence. Friends, mentors, support groups, having people to share challenges with and gain fresh perspectives from reminds us that we're not alone. Imagine you're about to start a new project, and that familiar fear of failure creeps in. At that moment, a mentor or friend who reminds you of everything you've already overcome can make all the difference. Sharing experiences and leaning on each other strengthens us, giving us the security to keep moving forward. Building a support network is more than just venting. It's a space for exchanging knowledge and strategies. Joining women's entrepreneurial associations or online support groups opens up incredible opportunities for these exchanges. Why not take a moment to consider who could be part of this network for you? Find those people and start building those bridges. Together, we can turn fear into strength and confidence. What a beautiful journey we've taken together. I hope you're feeling a little more prepared to approach the fear of failure with kindness and self-compassion. We all feel that little pang of anxiety from time to time. But now, with these practices we've explored, reframing, journaling, positive visualization, and building support, you have some valuable tools to turn fear into confidence. Remember, you don't need to be perfect to lead. You just need to be authentic and willing to learn along the way. If this video added something positive to your day, give it a like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so we can keep meeting here. I'd love for you to come back after trying out these techniques and share your experience in the comments. Let's build each other up and keep inspiring one another. We're in this together, one step at a time. You're stronger and more capable than you realize. So, let's go forward, just one step at a time.